done, and then I was like, okay, so I've got my Petra wallet set up with APT in there, I've got my MetaMask with AVAX, and I finally moved over my USDC into my MetaMask account on Avalanche. And I'm ready to go and bridge it into Aptos. So I select my bridge, which is Wormhole or the Portal bridge, and I connect both wallets and I begin the transfer. But wait, I was APing in too much. I brought in more than $100,000, and it said, David, you've passed, well, actually it didn't say anything, just failed in the middle of it. And I started getting really nervous. I'm like, oh shit, my first time using Wormhole, did I have minutes for the next 24 hours? I went and tried to restart the process. And fortunately, after hundreds of times of trying, it finally worked. And I was on my destination team. No stress at all, super easy. And then, continue on the process. I finally got to Petra, and I looked at my wallet, and it wasn't Wormhole USDC I had USDC AV. And I'm like, what is that? And I found out that the way Wormhole was porting over the assets, it was literally just taking a wrapped variant of the Avalanche USDC, which is completely illiquid on Aptos. And I was left with no choice but to send it back over Avalanche, back over the portal bridge to Avalanche, and again, wait through that really fun process before I could finally go and actually bring it in through Ethereum, which was the actual proper wrapped asset on Aptos. So these are some pretty hard problems just from the user perspective, but there's more, dare I say, better opportunities and optimistic scenarios that aren't as gloomy and doomy. As you can imagine, we've got so many different LPs out there, DEXs that provide APRs, and we see constant changes in these APRs based upon the demand, the value of the different types of currencies that are in these pairs. And it'd be really great if, as a user, I don't have to be monitoring that and making decisions. I could just plug in various different data sources, have the right type of APIs to talk into the various different DeFi protocols, and just seamlessly be making the highest gains on any of my investments. On a similar pathway, building blocks for this is, we have so many different dApps in all these different spaces, we have so many different wallets, and each one of them typically do what they want to do. I mean, that's the beauty of decentralization, is this chaos that we so enjoy, but also makes it really hard for building these kind of complex applications that are supposed to interact with a whole bunch of different surfaces. For instance, I was building out an app in Aptos space to basically go and claim out all my rewards and optimize my positions. And what I was continuously finding is I was having to study the contracts, modify it,